in my mind. I know everything is just in my mind. Do you really wanna be famous? Do you really wanna be a superstar? Do you really wanna get dangerous? Do you even know where the groupies are? Bitches out here be shameless. And I really wonder where the parents are. Look around, everything changes. It feels like I've been buried alive. Let it breathe.
Welcome to the official, the original, the only house for Las Vegas Raiders news, rumors, and reactions. Welcome to Hammers.House. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday wherever you guys are at. Before we go any further, let's do a quick roll call. My son Prez is in the building. Jackson Bloom, Sebastian Gonzalez, Salvo Zen, Eric Smith, Anthony Provencio, the neighborhood troll, Willie Wayne, Holly Tanner. Hope everything is good. Everything's great. Thank you. Dev Royal, what up? Key is in the building. Hi, Key. Let me fix the chat highlight, and we're going to be good to go. Just move this over. All right, we should be good. Let me just get this in the right spot and make sure it's good. Uh-oh, maybe not. I tried. Actually, you know what it could be? Let's fix this. Nah, this shit actually does not want to work today. That sucks. I really wanted to have you guys highlighted in this. We did change the overlay. We did change how this is going to look. But for some reason, this does not want to work right now. And I've been really good with getting this thing to pop up with no problems. Yeah. All right. So I guess it's not going to work today. Oh, well. I see a lot of other people flooding in right now. We are on Twitch. We are on Facebook. If you guys want to join the conversation, pull on up to YouTube. And for those that are coming in, break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell for all your Raiders content. We will be live tomorrow night. I will run it back. Game 3 of the NBA Finals. It has shifted to Boston. So you got the Golden State Warriors against the Boston Celtics. We will be live tomorrow night for that. I know a lot of you guys enjoyed what we did the other night. Scoreboard up and everything. It was definitely a good time for those that pulled up and hung on out. But right now, we're here to talk about some Raiders news and topics. I did ask you guys the other day in the community post on YouTube to ask your questions. Same went for the DMs and IG. Ask your questions. We will talk about it. I will answer all the questions that were asked. There was four questions. It is what it is. Let me pull the first one up right now. Shout out to Holly Tanner. I know she's in here right now. She had a question, and we're going to get to it. Who do you think they're going to cut? Do you think we're going to use this money on Renfrow? So right now, it seems that the discussion talks for the extension have been solely on Darren Wallers at this point in time. I did state a couple of months ago when it came to Renfrow, I think his extension was probably going to happen during the season. When it comes to cuts, I see a lot of guys gone. I think Amik Robertson is probably going to get cut. We already saw Regis, Sutton Smith get cut. Guys that I kind of saw that weren't going to make this roster. I say Vickers. I say Pico. There might be a receiver right now that's going to be gone. Denzel Good is a possibility, which it sucks to say, but dude is still not fully healed from his injury last year. I don't think he's going to be another guy that makes this roster. Right now, those are the few that I feel are probably going to be gone. Probably save us a little bit more money than potentially. We see what happens there in regards to, are we going to be able to extend Renfrow maybe earlier than we actually thought? But again, as of right now, it seems that Wallers, Wallers' agent, he doesn't want to be a part of this. Wallers' agent seems to be the one that's in negotiations right now with the Raiders on an extension for him. So I'm with it. I have nothing against that at all right now. We just play this out and let them handle business behind the scenes. But Holly, definitely appreciate you with that question. And again, guys, if I ask you if we're going to do Q&As, I would love for you guys to be involved. I try to get you guys involved as much as possible. So make sure to ask those questions for future reference, either in the community post when I put it up or IG. GA Patriot had a couple of questions that we're going to tackle in a second. Mason Blue, what's good? Key in the building, team light skin, damn right. Van City, Hammer working right. Just wanted to drop in and show some love. Appreciate you, Van City. Always, always, always. Here we go. Let me pull this one up. Again, GA had a couple of questions, so we are going to tackle them. Like I said, I was going to tackle any questions that were asked. So, where does Foster Moreau fit into McDaniel's offensive scheme? Will he be utilized for mostly run blocking, or will he produce in pass game, red zone check down? So, I'm going to answer that one first, and I think that's a good question. Foster Moreau definitely is more of a run blocking tight end. You know, Josh McDaniels loves to run the 2 tight end sets. He had a 2 tight end set in Aaron Hernandez and Rob Gronkowski in New England years and years and years ago. And both tight ends were very, very productive. Foster Moreau could be a guy that could be most definitely a check down, especially when it comes to a red zone offense. I think, again, Josh McDaniels loving to run the 2 tight end set. I think he will be successful. I think he will be productive. He might be a little bit more productive than what we actually believe as of right now. But I do think that he will be an intricate piece as well, just as much as some of these other offensive weapons that we have. Let me fucking try to make this bigger. Oh, now it's not working. Go figure. Hold on. Here we go. Which UDFA survived training camp roster cuts and why? Another good question. I think that this is tough now. UDFAs. I think Darian Butler might be a guy just as a depth piece at the linebacker position. Also, the familiarity with Antonio Pierce. And Antonio Pierce was one of his coaches at Arizona State. So I think he's one of the guys that'll end up making this roster. I would love Bam to make it, but he's so raw right now. I think he may end up being a practice squad guy unless they can really develop him very, very quickly. He's been a guy that's only played football for like 5 years. So I think that maybe, just maybe, but I don't know if he's, I don't know. Again, he is very, very raw right now. We have to see what he can do throughout training camp and the preseason. Maybe he does end up making the roster. Palomau is another one. Bryce Cosby is another one. I think Cosby will be good as a safety, like another depth piece for the safety position. Another one that just needs to show up and do his job and take everything in as quickly as possible, and he could potentially make this roster. What was the other question? Will A.J. Cole be the least active starter in the NFL this season? Good morning, Raiderette Lizette. I'm just answering a couple of your guys' questions that you guys had asked throughout the YouTube community post that I put up over the weekend and IG. GA, A.J. Cole being the least utilized person. It is too early to say right now. We have not seen the full product on the field yet to determine how much we'll see A.J. Cole utilized on special teams and punting this season. But I definitely appreciate you asking those questions. And the last one, but not least, shout out to my guy, Robert Pena. What is or are our weakest link on defense and why? Have a blessed day, Hammer, Team Titan. Shout out to my pup and shout out to Robert Pena on the question. Weakest link on defense. I still believe, and I'm going to continue to say this, I still believe that we need a true number one corner. I said this recently and people are like, it very well could be true. We traded away Yannick Ngakoue to the Colts. We brought in Rock Ya-Sin. Rock Ya-Sin is in the final year of his rookie contract alongside Trayvon Mullen. There's got to be something that this organization sees in Rock Ya-Sin, that they traded a guy that's in the last year of his contract and brought him here. And I think he's a guy that could potentially get an extension, and we see Trayvon Mullen going elsewhere next offseason. That's just my opinion on that. Definitely the corners. We do need a true number one right now. I would love a one more depth piece on defensive tackle, and that would most definitely be Ndamukong Suh. Linebackers, I think we're good where we're at right now. I think the safety position, we're going to be just fine as well. So, Robert Pena, again, shout out to you, and I appreciate you with your question. Hammer, much respect, brother. Keep up all the great work. Raiders for life. Brandon Oliver, I appreciate you. Guys, I apologize. I cannot highlight right now. I don't know what the fuck I did wrong, because I've pretty much mastered this shit. Obviously, you guys see we do have a new layout today. I did try to put everything in as it was on the other layouts, but for some strange reason, the chat highlight doesn't seem to want to cooperate with me right now, and I'm not fully understanding why, because this has been something that we've been using for quite some time now without any headaches. I don't want to try to figure this out again, but like, hold on. I'm tempted to, though, because I'm a creature of habit. I'm going to try this one more time and see if this actually works. It's not a local file. Yeah, for some strange reason, it does not want to work today. We will figure that out, and we'll get those kinks out whenever, but I will mention you guys when I see things. Why do you think we have been so quiet? Because the best thing to do is move in silence. Most definitely, Van City. Like, moving in silence, you can see some sneaky moves and be like, holy shit, this is what we did. This is who we got. It's always best to move in silence. You don't want your enemies, and this is a life lesson too. You don't want your enemies, you don't want your haters to know what you're doing until you get to that mountaintop, realistically. Do what they got to do. Do it in silence, and we'll see what happens. The word smash catching my attention. Pause. Here we go. FAKC is in here. Here we go. He's already starting. For this season, what's your stat prediction between Carr and Adams? Tony, you know what? You're the second person to ask me that within the last week or so. And it's so tough to determine because of how many other weapons we have on offense. Let's go with Carr throws for 1,200 of his passing yards this year are going to be as a result of Devontae Adams, and Devontae Adams is going to have something in the range of 12 to 14 touchdowns on the year. How about that? How's that sound? Happy birthday, Prince. Don't play with my emotions, Van City. You're going to make me look this up, and we're going to have breaking news right now. I'm all for it. Let's see. There's nothing out there yet. Appreciate you, Tony. I don't see anything up yet, man. Nothing yet. That KC fan lives in the Raiders YouTube lives. You're right. You're absolutely right. And guys, if you're new to this channel, if it's your first time in here, please don't let it be your last. We had a great turnout with the NBA Finals. I finished and started looking at the numbers, and I don't like to do it that much. I really don't do it that often anymore because it is what it is. But when we finished that live, we had over 1,700 views. I guess I must have had bots that subbed to the channel as well, and I thought we were at 3,500, which was not the case. But that live for Game 2 of the NBA Finals, we got like 2,900 views total right now. Right now with the subs, we are 8 subs away from 3,500. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get those numbers up, y'all. Let's hit 3,500 before we get out of here today. I'm not going to be on long. I did want to just come and hang out with you guys for a little bit. And we do have something else to talk about, actually. There was an interview that Darren Waller did with Heavy.com. I believe it was yesterday. And he had a very surprising comment, which, you know what? I'm all for it. This really goes to show the type of guy that Darren Waller is. Like I mentioned before, when it comes to this extension talks and negotiations right now, he's staying out of it. He wants to focus on football. He's going to let his agent do his job, do what the agent is supposed to do, more or less. But let's get this up. So in this interview with the Heavy.com, he talked about 3 potential additions on offense to this already high-powered offense that we have. And this is what Darren Waller had to say. When asked if he'd be open to the Raiders adding another star wide receiver, Julio Jones is one of my favorite players ever watched play football. Just being from Atlanta and him establishing greatness from that city. Big Julio fan. I've always been a fan of Odell Beckham Jr. The way he plays the game is just explosive. Just an electric player. Having those guys on the team, even Will Fuller, those guys, the ability they bring, just a mindset that they play with, any people in the league would want to have them on their team. Huge hot take. Definitely stunned when I read this. I read this last night and was like, wow. So right off the bat, again, we have Waller. We have Adams. We have Renfro. We have Demarcus Robinson. We have Mac Hollins. We have Tyron Johnson. We have a lot of receivers right now. Darren Waller sounds so much of a team player right now with this quote in this interview yesterday. I would be on board. But my concern with Julio Jones can never stay healthy for an entire year. OBJ, yes, he just tore the same ACL he tore a couple of years back in the first half of the Super Bowl. Watching the Super Bowl in that first half, I said, if OBJ continued to be as productive as he was during that Super Bowl, there was a good chance he was going to get a bag from whoever, wherever, whatever. Look, I've said this before. When it comes to the advance in sports science these days, the ACL injury is not something that is now or was. It used to be a career-ending injury for a lot of people. These days, professional athletes can recover from a torn ACL within 6 to 7 months. Happened in what? March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Okay. 7 months. You sign him. Probably not going to see him. We've talked about this. Docs has talked about this. Waste has talked about this. Andy's talked about this. You will probably not see him until the middle of the season. But I'm all on board for him. Look, a lot of people look at OBJ as having this diva mindset, this, that, and the third. The situation in Cleveland, he's not the one that opened his mouth. It was his father that did. And for good reasons as well, because Baker Mayfield was not getting the job done. Point blank, period. There are reports out there right now that Cleveland is looking to reunite OBJ with the Browns. Look, they got Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is still in hot water with that whole situation. Apparently there's like 24 allegations, whatever the hell it is at this point. The shit keeps going on and on and on. I'm still convinced that Houston did a hit job. He wanted out. They said, nah, you ain't going nowhere. And all of a sudden, these people popped out of the bushes like, hey, he touched me. He did this. He did that. Whatever. But the report's out there right now that OBJ potentially could be going back to Cleveland. But I wouldn't mind having him here. Julio Jones, I'm on the fence, but I'm jumping off the fence, more or less saying no. Will Fuller, deep threat, speed threat. He could be a good piece. But it's not up to me to say. I'm not the GM, and I'm not Mark Davis either. Hammer is Sue's still on our list. Am I missing something? Am I not caught up on the chat right now? Because if I'm not, I apologize. Josh McDaniels is a run-first offense. Should be interesting. This is coming from a Chiefs fan, ladies and gentlemen. I got you now. I'm subscribed to Aldermouth Shieldmore. Ignacio, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Andrew, did you go to court or missed it again? I am too. Ignacio, the Maven Golden Rule. Subscribe to all of Mount Shieldmore too. R for life. What up, bro? Hope you're doing well. Raiders are in hot water with Gruden. Look, Gruden is no longer our problem. He is going through his situation. Apparently, Congress might be getting involved in a lot of this stuff right now with Roger Goodell, with Dan Snyder, with potentially John Gruden, and also Deshaun Watson as well. So, you know what? It's really not our problem. He's not a part of this organization. He resigned last year. We have a totally new coaching staff, a whole new front office. We're good. I'm not concerned about that. Thank you, Willie Wayne. You know what? Because you guys are talking about my brothers, might as well play it anyways. It's demon time, y'all. No, I'm not going anywhere.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Still got to get one with Titan in the background, though. I think that would make it even more fire. I hope you didn't hear me call his name because he'll probably jump up and start going crazy. But I appreciate each and every single one of y'all that are pulling on up right now. Robert Pena, salute Hammer. Hope you're doing good. Team Titan. Appreciate you, bro. I answered your question before. I don't know if you just came in, but thank you so much. Again, guys, we will start doing this as a regular thing, maybe once a week, that you guys can sound off and ask your questions. Either you reach out to me through Twitter, through IG, through the YouTube community post, but I would love to be able to continue to talk Raiders football with you guys and ask any questions you guys have moving forward. Rod, I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned, brother. I'm not concerned at all. Y'all know how I feel about that. Don't do it. Don't do it. And actually, I did add a couple of gifts today for you guys. I apologize with the whole chat highlight today. We will fix that at some point. I will test this out again tomorrow, but I'm probably not using the same theme tomorrow when we do game 3. But just a little fun for you guys when the season comes. I thought I would just play this for you now. If it comes onto the screen. Shouldn't be a delay on this, but there might be. You know what? It is what it is. I'm just tweaking today. There you go. There we go. So you'll have that and some other fun stuff this season. I'm definitely going to add a lot more to this as we go along with the production. I know it keeps getting better and better as we keep doing this, so I appreciate everybody. I invested in this to invest in y'all. You guys mean the world to me. All your support, all your continued support when we do these lives. Everybody's popping up, so definitely appreciate all you guys. Hammer nope. Hefe is a keyboard warrior and lives in his mom's basement. Yep, that's a fact. That's a fact. Hammer, are you satisfied with the cornerback room? I'm not. Kyle, I'm not. Like I said, I still feel we're a true number one corner away right now from being a solidified secondary. And at this point, I don't know if they're even going to go that route. I know a lot of you guys have been screaming off the rooftops about getting an offensive lineman. Look, they haven't done it. They never visited it. They brought back Illuminor. They brought back Parker. I don't see us going after a free agent lineman right now. There were reports out there about potentially making some type of deal with the Eagles and bringing in Lane Johnson at the right tackle position, but I highly doubt that that's even going to remotely happen at this point in time. I think they are good with what they have. Again, we talked about this about 2 weeks ago in regards to all these various combinations of what our offensive line could look like. There's a depth chart of like 16 or 17 offensive linemen right now that are getting that work in through OTAs, and they're going to get that work out through the start of training camp in the preseason. We'll see who it comes down to when they cut down to that 53-man roster. But at this point in time, I don't see us bringing anybody else from the outside at the offensive line position, more specifically the right tackle position. Of course, Rob, got you. Oh, I got moderators in here that could put them in timeout. I'm not saying to ban them, though. What are your receivers you want on this roster? Sebastian, good question. Again, we will fix this highlight crap at some point this week. When it comes to our wide receiver room, like I said, we have Adams. We have Renfro. Hi, little man. Titan is here, but you guys really can't see him. He came to say hi. You got Mac Hollins. You got Tyron Johnson. You got Keelan Cole. I almost forgot about Cole. And Cole came in and Edwards was gone like the very next day or 2 days after. I'm good with the receiver room right now. Would I like to have OBJ here as a true number 2 for us? Yes. Do I think that he's going to cause any problems? No, I don't. I would love to sign me up for OBJ right now. Again, he probably won't be here. He won't be playing till probably midway through the season, which I'm fine with. It just helped this offense towards the tail end of the season to produce and lead us into the playoffs. I'm with it. Titan, I'm hungry. Order some wings. I can't with you. Lucky JM, Hammer, what do you expect the team does with Josh Jacobs? So, Josh Jacobs has been absent due to an undisclosed injury. He's been absent from OTAs for the last 2 weeks. I don't know what to think of that at this point in time. I don't know if they're just trying to not have him out there, try to keep him rested or whatever the case may be. I'm thinking he's going to have a solid year, but at the same time, I don't think he comes back after this season. Unfortunately, it breaks my heart to say because I'm a huge Josh Jacobs fan, but I don't see Jacobs coming back. I think bringing in Zeus White and Britton Brown, those guys are going to end up being the future featured backs of this organization. I think Drake and Jacobs will be gone after this coming season. So how much would you pay OBJ? For somebody coming off an injury, I put him on a prove-it deal. And I had this conversation the other day. I think I brought it to Doc's attention. I would say $7 million with $2 million in incentives, making it a $9 million deal for 1 year. It just would be a show and prove contract. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Tay looks so good in silver and black. I saw that video yesterday with Derek Carr seeing Devontae in silver and black for the very first time. That was awesome. That was definitely awesome. He's so happy to have his best friend with him, so that's great. I think management is keeping Jacobs off the field. It's hard to trade damaged goods. That's a fact. Shane, what's good? Titan is in the chat. Hello, chat. Please pet me. I've made my comments in regards to Jacobs, and Gruden was the guy that brought him in. Jacobs is that bruiser, but he's not a bruiser in the equivalent to somebody like Derrick Henry, where Derrick Henry, his help has been pretty solid. This year, not so much. But he's not a guy that misses games throughout an entire season, like year after year after year. Jacobs is going into his 4th year, and I feel like, yeah, Gruden used and abused him, but again, the lifespan of a running back in the NFL ain't that long anymore either. So I kind of get what you guys are saying, and I kind of see like how you guys feel about that with Jacobs. But again, I strongly feel that he's not going to be a guy that's going to be here after this coming season. Again, it hurts me to even say that. Fresno State connection is back together again, and it feels so good. I wanted to get a hold of that video and play Peaches and Herbs Reunited, but I was like, they're probably going to hit me for that, so let me not do it. The nation's own Titan in the chat. Shout out to Titan. Titan's in the chat. He's typing on his iPad as he lays in front of me. Shout out to y'all, though. I need to actually put the links in the top, so give me 1 second on that one. I'm still very disappointed that I can't highlight you guys today. Like, I'm so sorry for that, y'all. Let's get into this real quick so I can put this up for y'all. I guess this will work. All right, I put it up. You guys want to... Oops, almost highlighted the wrong one. Or not highlighted, but pinned. You guys want to support me. You want to support the channel. Only really 2 ways to do it right now. You got the link pinned to the top right now for the membership program. And right under is actually the wrong link because that's the bonfire one. And we don't use that no more. Give me a second, y'all. I'm tweaking today. Mike Guerrero, a.k.a. Mr. Chow. What's good, bro? All right. Let's pin this to the top. There we go. Did it go up there? No. Mike Guerrero's comment got pinned to the top. Let's see if it actually gets... All right, there we go. So there's the link at the top right there. It's a link for the membership program, and it's also the link to the merch site. Guys, copy your merch. I believe it's the 9th through the 14th. You're going to have 20% off all the merch. So copy your Hammers House merch today. I feel like there hasn't been... Jacobs is a great running back, but he needs that O-line to open it up for him. Malo, you know what? That's a very valid point. That's a very valid point. But here's the thing with Jacobs as well. He has a tendency, instead of going north-south, he likes to go east-west. He's not great on the outside run. He's definitely a guy that can find the hole and make things happen. But, yeah, he does need a supporting offensive line to do that as well. I'm 1,000% behind you. Kyle, I missed your NBA Finals watch party the other night. I was at work. Kyle, no worries. We will be live tomorrow night, bringing to you guys Game 3. Again, it is shifted to Boston. The series is tied at 1 apiece. We will be live for that. I will have the coverage. We'll have the scoreboard back up and everything. And this time I won't be away from the camera for 20 minutes waiting on food. That was definitely a shit show, and I sincerely apologize to everybody that was in here. And those that left, I definitely, you know, that's not me. I never do shit like that. So, again, my apologies for that one. Trade Josh to the Saints for a cornerback because the Saints doesn't have a running back. Benjamin, did you forget about Alvin Kamara? What do you mean they don't have a running back? Did you forget about Alvin Kamara? Raider Cortez is in the building. What's good, bro? You must have forgot about the Saints having Alvin Kamara. That's crazy. Let's switch this ticker real quickly. Uh-oh. Something's not right with that. Oh, there we go. There's all the socials, the Xbox gamer tag, Activision, if you guys want to rock out on Call of Duty, Cash App, all my other social media platforms. Guys, make sure to follow. It's the only way that you guys can connect with me and I can connect with you off air. You guys want to talk football, you guys want to talk life. Best way to reach out to me. Everything is there. Twitter, IG, you name it, I'm on it. Cookie Monster, how can you forget that? Facts. Facts. All right. David Kellenberger to Sean Reed. Raiders who I don't see at the first day of mandatory minicamp. Kenyon Drake, Josh Jacobs, Cole Fotheringham, Denzel Good, Trayvon Mullen, Jonathan Hankins. Damn. Fotheringham was the first the only tight end undrafted to sign a contract. Chase Garber was a quarterback that signed as well, undrafted. I don't know. Good, again, I think Good might be gone, unfortunately. Hankins will be here. I don't see why he wouldn't be. Mullen, you guys know how I feel about that. Drake, why? Josh, this undisclosed injury, I don't know how to even respond to that. I don't know how to feel about that right now. Thanks for the lunch chat. I fucking can't. Titan in the building. This whole thing right now with Jacobs, man. Are you mad that they didn't pick up your 5th-year option? Are you bothered that we brought in technically 3 other running backs through the draft? Yeah, releasing Good. I actually think it saves us a little bit more. I think it saves a little over 4, EJ. If I remember correctly, I think it saves us a little over 4. Again, we don't know what's going on with these contracts in regards to Waller and Renfro in regards to their extensions. Raiders not practicing at mandatory minicamp today. Drake, Cole Fotheringham. Yeah, we just said those names, brother. Sean, I appreciate you as always, bro. The nation's own with the membership flex. Gotta love it, bro. If you guys want those crazy ass emojis we got, and we might change them up down the road. If y'all want those, the link is pinned to the top. Join the membership program. There you go. Kamar can't play until his case is done. Anthony Estrada. What's good, bro? What, that case with the thing in Vegas during the Pro Bowl? Oh, well. 3.7, good cap saving, 0 dead money. There you go. So I was close. I said probably a little over 4. I was just a little over the 3.7. So there you go. The nation's own, get you some. There you go. Apparently I can see the multi-stream chat, but yeah, everything's going to be in YouTube. So if you guys are on Twitch, if you guys are watching on Facebook, come over to YouTube. It's Hammers.House, pretty much like the top thing that's searched upon right now, and pull up and get yourself involved in the chat. For those that are in here for the very first time, do not let it be your last. Break them thumbs, which means hit the like button. Hit them subs and smash the bell for all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, and reactions right here in the official, the original, the only house, Hammers.House. Joshua, what's good, brother? Down Levitt saves 2.4. Yep. I feel like Levitt's such a special team asset that we don't want to get rid of, but I don't know. I had my list of players a while back. I have guys now that I still think are going to not be here. And like I said, I think Vickers might be a guy that's gone. Pico's going to be a guy that's gone. I think between Tyron Johnson and Amir Abdullah, one of those guys will be cut, unfortunately. One of them will be our special teams weapon. The other will not be. What safeties are on the team right now? This is why I'm going to end up getting another monitor when I move in and get settled in. I'm going to get a second monitor so we can do all that stuff as well. Carlos, what's good, bro? Salute Hammers Twerk House. Who is our CB1 week 1? Right now, our starting corners, as of right now, is Trayvon Mullen and Rocky Sin. Unless Anthony Averett does something throughout training camp to impress and run Mullen's spot, you're looking at Mullen and Rocky Sin right now. There's like 85 plus players on the team. There's going to be a lot of cuts coming. Well, of course, Ryu, but we're talking about some of them in the near future, not before the actual cut dates. Deron Harmon, Jonathan Abram, Roderick Teamer, Quinterio Cole. For free safety, you got Trayvon Merrick, Tyree Gillespie, Isaiah Palomau, and Dallin Levitt. Are you going to stay until the presser? What time did you guys say the presser was? And Hobbs. Hobbs is a no, Hobbs is not a safety. Hobbs is a nickelback. What time is the presser? It's probably going to be by the time I'm heading out the door. I actually need to. I'm probably going to roll out of here in a few minutes to start situating myself for work, y'all. And I got lunch. Lunch is actually here. I got Chick-fil-A. I'm about to just chow down on that and then get myself situated and ready for work. Paul Gaines, what's good? 12:15. So that's 3:15 here. Unfortunately, I won't. I'm going to have to, I'll be in the car already on my way to work. So no. If anything, maybe tomorrow we will do a live. We'll most likely do a live tomorrow. We'll do some Raider stuff tomorrow during the day, most likely. And I will replay the audio from the presser. We will dissect it. We will answer your questions as usual. And like I said, tomorrow night I will be doing Game 3 of the NBA Finals. How's that sound? He's good. He's laying down. Legit, he is in front of me right now, in front of the tables, laying down. He's napping. He's good. Trayvon Mullen, Anthony Averett, Amik Robertson, I think is going to be gone. Rocket Sin, Darius Phillips, Sam Webb, Stanford Samuel, Nate Hobbs, LeBlanc, Cravon, Bryce Cosby. I definitely have Cosby making this roster. Raider Paul, what is good? I definitely have Bryce Cosby making this roster. Most definitely. Hammer heading back to work myself. Have a blessed day. Catch you tomorrow. Brandon, always a pleasure, man. Shields up. Have a great day. You know what? I am going to roll out for now, y'all. I got to eat something and get myself situated for work and start getting myself together and getting out early, because trying to find parking over the last couple of weeks over there has been difficult, and I don't like to be late. Somebody that's very, very hard on myself about that. Definitely has been, Raider Paul. Definitely has been. Vitality. What up, bro? Hope you're doing well. Not much, man. We wrapping up. Like I said, tomorrow, if anything, we will do a live during the day. We will revisit the presser that's going on in the next hour and 20 minutes. We'll dissect it. I will answer your questions. Again, I will try to get this chat highlight fixed the correct way. I don't know why it's not working today, but I appreciate those that pulled on up. I appreciate those that were in the community chat, those that were in IG that asked their questions. Shout out to Holly Tanner, GA Patriot, Robert Pena, and shout out to those that were in the live today asking their questions as well. Omar, what's good? Again, this could be something we make a weekly thing where I do a Q&A with you guys. I still would love to do the call-ins. We figured that out on one end, and that would be with Google Duo. Most of you guys have Gmail email addresses anyways. You call me up on Google Duo. You can sound off. You can ask your questions. You won't be seen, but everybody will hear you in the chat. So I'm definitely down to do that whenever you guys decide to call. Yeah, Omar, we were talking about that before. I think it's starting to become disappointing to a lot of people, but I guess we just ride this train out and see what the hell happens with him. I'm very disappointed, but you know what? It is what it is. But Willie Wayne, good job, Hammer. Love you, man. Go Raiders. Appreciate you, Willie Wayne. Always. Told y'all Zeus going to start Jacobs done. Hey, I said that Zeus was going to be the one that was going to push Jacobs this year. Maybe he's just pushing Jacobs away. Who knows? Guys, with that being said, I am done. We will be back tomorrow. We will do some Raiders content. And then tomorrow night live, we will be doing game 3 of the NBA Finals with the Celtics and Team Light Skin, the Golden State Warriors. Much love to each and every single one of y'all for pulling on up. On your way out, if you haven't already, break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, and reactions right here in the official, the original, the only house, Hammers.House. With that being said, continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is still around. Remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Till next time, y'all. Love you.